My name is Amber. I am 29 years old. I am married to a man named Kevin. He is very nice and kind. He is 35 years old. We live in a quiet little neighborhood. We have a quiet life. I was a housewife. I took care of our home. Kevin worked as a truck driver for a transportation company. He traveled a lot for work. Sometimes he was gone for 2 or 3 days. Other times almost a week. I missed him every time he left. I felt so happy when he was back home. He always came home with some tiny gift from the cities he visited. I honestly believed we were building the kind of life people dream about. I truly believed I knew him completely. But I was wrong. I remember that day very clearly. It was a Wednesday afternoon. Kevin had left 2 days earlier. He was gone for a long-distance delivery. I was at home, cleaning the kitchen. Then the phone rang. I picked it up.
Hello? Is this Mrs. Parker?
A woman's voice asked. Yes, this is Amber Parker, I said.
Mrs. Parker, I'm calling from St. Mary's Hospital. Your husband, Kevin Parker, was in an accident. He's stable, but we need you to come to the hospital.
My heart stopped. An accident. Kevin was hurt. Is he okay? What happened? I asked, my voice shaking.
He has a broken leg, but he's going to be fine. Please come to the hospital as soon as you can. He's in room 304.
I grabbed my purse and rushed out the door. The drive to the hospital felt so long. My hands were shaking on the steering wheel. I was so scared. When I arrived at the hospital, I ran through the hallway until I found room 304. I pushed the door open. Kevin was lying in the hospital bed. His leg was broken. When he saw me, his face went pale.
Amber,
He said. There was something in his voice. Fear. Kevin, are you okay? What happened? I rushed to his side.
I'm fine. It's just my leg. The truck skidded on a wet road. I'm so sorry you had to.
The door opened behind me. I turned around. A woman walked in. She was holding the hand of a little girl. The girl looked around 5 years old. She had Kevin's eyes. The same blue eyes. The little girl saw Kevin. She pulled her hand free and ran toward the bed. Dad. Dad. Are you okay? She cried out. Dad. I was shocked. The woman followed her. She looked worried. She walked straight to Kevin. She leaned down. She kissed him on the forehead.
Honey, are you okay? I was so scared when they called.
Honey. I stood there, frozen. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. The woman turned to me. She smiled. She was still worried.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
She said.
I'm Kevin's girlfriend. Are you a friend from work?
Girlfriend. My mind went blank. I looked at Kevin. He was looking down. He seemed so sad. He opened his mouth, but no words came out. Yes, I heard myself say. I'm just a friend. I should go. I turned and walked out of the room. My legs felt weak, but somehow, I made it to the elevator. I went down to the parking lot. Then I got into my car. I sat there for a long time. I stared at the steering wheel. Kevin had a daughter. Kevin had a girlfriend. A girlfriend who called him honey. A daughter who called him dad. Who was I? My phone started ringing. It was Kevin. I didn't answer. It rang again and again. I turned it off. I drove home. I felt dizzy. When I got to our house, I went straight to the bedroom. I locked the door. I sat on the bed and cried. The first few days were so hard. Kevin kept calling. He left messages, begging me to talk to him. I didn't answer. I couldn't. I didn't know what to say. What could I possibly say? On the fourth day, I heard a key in the front door. Kevin came in. His leg was still in a cast.
Amber, please.
He said.
Please let me explain.
I was sitting on the couch. I just looked at him. I said nothing. He sat down across from me.
Amber, I need to tell you the truth. Sarah was my girlfriend before I met you. We were together for about 2 years. Then we broke up. It wasn't working. I moved to this city. I started working as a truck driver. That's when I met you. And I fell in love with you. You were everything I ever wanted. You made me so happy. I married you because I wanted to spend my life with you.
He paused, his eyes full of guilt.
But then, a few months after we got married, Sarah called me. She told me she was pregnant. She said the baby was mine. She had found out after we broke up. Amber, I didn't know what to do. I was scared. I was confused. But I couldn't just abandon my child, so I started seeing her again. I told her I was working long routes, that I couldn't be with her all the time. And with you, I said my job required me to be away. I've been living like this for 5 years. I've been managing both lives.
He looked at me, tears in his eyes.
Amber, I love you. I swear I do. I will leave Sarah. I will end it with her. I just want to be with you. Please, please forgive me.
I sat there, listening to his words. They didn't sound real. Nothing felt real anymore. You have a daughter, I finally said. My voice was quiet. You have a 5-year-old daughter.
Yes.
He said. And you're just going to leave her?
I'll still support her. I'll send money, but I can be with you.
You're a liar. You have a whole other family. You have a child. It doesn't work like that, I said.
Amber, please.
You need to leave, I said. You need to leave right now. He tried to talk to me. But I stood up and walked to the bedroom. I closed the door and locked it. I heard him calling my name, trying to talk to me. Then, finally, I heard the front door close. I was alone. The next few weeks were the hardest of my life. I had no job. I had no income. The house was in Kevin's name. I had very little money. How was I going to survive? Where was I going to go? I couldn't stay in that house. It wasn't my home anymore. I found a small room in a women's dormitory. It was cheap. I could stay there for a few months. I packed my clothes and a few personal things and moved out. Kevin kept calling. He sent messages every day, begging me to come back, saying he loved me, saying he would do anything. I blocked his number. I couldn't hear his voice anymore. I started looking for work. I had no work experience. But finally, I got a job as a clerk at a grocery store. It was full-time, and the pay was enough to cover my basic expenses. It wasn't much, but it was mine. I earned it myself. About 6 months later, I received a phone call from a lawyer.
Hello, Mrs. Parker. I'm calling about your divorce. Everything is finished. The divorce is official.
Divorce. It was over. The marriage was truly over.
One more thing.
The lawyer said.
Your ex-husband gave the house to you. Now it is yours. He wanted you to have it. He said he loved you and did not want you to have a hard life.
I didn't know what to say. Kevin had given me the house. The house where we had lived together. Where I had believed we would grow old together. I moved back into the house. It felt strange at first. I was there alone. Kevin wasn't there anymore. I changed the furniture. I planted new flowers in the garden. It made me feel better. A year passed. It was a Sunday afternoon. The weather was cool. The leaves were turning orange and red. I was walking through the park. Then I saw him. Kevin was sitting on a bench. Next to him was Sarah. And running around in front of them was the little girl, his daughter. She was laughing, chasing pigeons. Kevin looked tired. He looked older and worn. He looked like he hadn't slept well in a long time. Then he looked up. His eyes met mine. We stared at each other. For a long moment, neither of us moved. I saw it in his eyes. He still loved me. And I knew, deep in my heart, that I still loved him too. Maybe I always would. But love wasn't enough. Love couldn't erase the lies. Love couldn't undo the pain. Love couldn't change what he had done. I gave him a small, sad smile. Then I turned and walked away. I didn't look back. It wasn't a happy ending. But it was the right ending. The end. What do you think? Did Amber make the right choice by leaving Kevin, or should she have forgiven him? Comment below. To learn English through stories, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit the like button. Lesson of the day. Skid. Skid means to slide suddenly on a slippery surface. Examples from the story. The truck skidded on a wet road. More examples. I almost fell when my feet skidded on the wet floor. She skidded on the wet floor and almost fell.